Narcissists can act very healthy until they're triggered. And it's those triggers that reveal their true colors. They can no longer hide their deeper stuff once they get triggered. The masks come away and they come out. So some of the main triggers for a narcissist are perceived rejection. So if you reject them or say no to them, watch out. Not getting what they want, not getting enough attention. You're not feeding me enough, or anything that messes with their image. So what happens if they don't get what they want or they get triggered? Usually they go to anger, and then they get cruel, abusive, they lash out, they say extremely hurtful things, and they can be very destructive. Just that one trigger can set off a whole lot of painful things, and they can do that and not even have a conscience about it. So you often don't know a person's a narcissist until one of their triggers get triggered. And then their true colors will come out. Narcissists are all about manipulating you to meet their needs. Narcissists don't know how to love people, they just know how to use people. Now in their minds, they're being loving, because they're giving, they're kind in the early days. But what they're really doing is grooming you. They're giving to get. They're playing a long game where I'll give till I've got past their defenses and their guards, and they trust me, and then I'll get. So that is the manipulation that happens inside of a narcissist. Now, to help you understand that, when a person has a lot of shame deep down that they've never acknowledged, they're pretty sure that if people get to know them, nobody will ever want to meet their needs. So the only way they can get their needs met is not to express them, but to learn how to manipulate people to meet them. And so narcissists become master manipulators. They can get so good at manipulating, sometimes you're not even aware that they're manipulating you. Usually there's always a hidden agenda that's happening when you're working with a narcissist. And when you first meet a narcissist and they say, tell me about yourself, and you pour out your heart and tell them everything about yourself, guess what they're doing? They're taking notes. Oh yeah, here's where I can manipulate them. I got their hot button. Now I know what to use if I want to get something badly. They're taking notes on you. They must feel control, and they must always get what they want. Now, this is important to understand from this perspective. Narcissists can be the sweetest, nicest people in the world 99% of the time until they don't get what they want. And then you got World War III. They explode, and there is hell to pay to anybody who has crossed them. Another characteristic of a narcissist, because they always have to be fed, is they have a lot of jealousy issues. What happens in an extreme narcissist is this. If you're in a relationship with them, the only way they can be convinced that they're the son of the universe is that there's nobody else in the universe but you. So they get rid of all your friends, they get rid of your family, and they demand your full attention. And they're jealous if you talk to anybody else, if you go to an activity somewhere without them. Jealousy kicks in, and they get really cruel when jealousy kicks in, and their control issues go up a notch. Extreme sensitivity and a tendency to be easily hurt, to feel rejected over the slightest little things. So if you're with a healthy person, it takes a lot to really make them feel hurt by something that you might do. A narcissist, they feel hurt when you've hardly done anything, because they pick up hurt easily because of all of their shame issues. But then as soon as they feel hurt, guess whose fault it is? It's not their issues, it's yours, and they think you're just selfish. Okay? And then they need a mirror. They need that constant reflection. Now let me just say this. So that's the 18 characteristics. If you had all 18 of them, you need to talk to me afterwards and go to React. I'm not here to beat up narcissists, because what happens, what kind of environment creates a narcissist? Severe trauma. Specifically, severe narcissists come out of homes where one of the parents was a severe narcissist, who belittled them and abused them and put them down and was cruel to them nonstop. And the only way the child could survive was to become a narcissist. And so it is an extreme response to extreme cruel treatment. And that is the birthplace of narcissists. Okay, let me end with this. So those are the 18 characteristics. Now there's 3 different types of narcissists, okay? So number 1 is the one we normally think of, which is an exhibitionist narcissist. So that's the person who's outgoing and is always talking about how wonderful they are, their great dreams, their great accomplishments, and letting you know how wonderful they are. We're all familiar with that. With the exhibitionists, arsonists, what they also do is they put everybody else down a little bit or a lot. So they build themselves up, put everybody else down. Positive to themselves, negative about everybody else, okay? The next one is called a toxic or a malignant narcissist. And that goes a step further. So they put themselves up, puts others down, but here's the next part. They're sadistic. They feel alive when they cause pain to other people. They love being cruel and hurting people. It's the bully that just keeps a kid and treats them cruelly every time and just thrives off of causing pain to other people. That's the exhibitionist, that's the toxic narcissist. Now it goes a little bit further. The toxic narcissist loves to create chaos. So they go into a situation and they go, this is way too boring and way too normal and healthy. Let me see if I can just stir it up a bit and get everybody mad at everybody and everybody stressed out, and I'll sit back and enjoy the show. That's a toxic narcissist. Final one, the covert narcissist. And that is the person you don't even think's a narcissist because they're so quiet. They never put themselves out there. They're shy. They seem depressed and they seem to hate themselves. And you go, how could that be a narcissist? That's the co-narcissist. So here's what I want you to see. Do you realize that what the co-narcissist is doing is saying, please make everything all about me? If I love you enough and sacrifice for you enough, will you make your world about me for a little bit? And so they give and give and give, hoping to someday be the center of your universe. That is the covert narcissist. Or they say to a narcissist, an exhibitionist narcissist, not a narcissist, can I hang around with you like the moon? And will you just reflect your greatness off of me and let me enjoy it? That's the covert narcissist. They're still giving to getting. They're still narcissistic. You just don't see it until they're in a relationship for a long time.